All right, so for triceps, this piece of equipment is gonna be like a power rack. You might see it look different, you know, shape, sizes. It's just gonna be a big piece of equipment with multiple stations to do different body parts. So in this particular case, you're gonna see us do it for, you've seen us do it on chest, where there was 2 straps here, and we were coming in doing chest. For right now, we're gonna show you triceps and biceps. So again, a good starter exercise is take some kind of a rope. This will be for a pull down exercise. And then if you have the option of another station, put a bar on here. Again, it could be a bar like this, or it could be a flat bar. And again, watch your head when you go to change these pins, because in some gyms, here, watch, look at that. See, like that's not bad, but some of them will come down and crash your head. You're gonna see, I'm gonna do, starting out again, I like to start off with 20. I'm probably gonna come down and do 20 like this, right? We're pulling down. Some people go straight. I like to kind of flare out at the bottom. And then I'm gonna turn around after I finish that. And I'm gonna do over the head like this. Again, other variations, if somebody is trying to do this with one arm, right? You can do it with one arm. This is different. If I had a dumbbell, I would not do it in this position because I have tension on the muscle from this point because of a cable. But if I had a dumbbell, and I'll show you that, you're not gonna get any tension. If I had a dumbbell, if I was doing a kickback, I would have resistance from here to here. There's no point in me doing it like this because from here to here, there's no tricep involvement, right? So, but with the cable, it's a little bit different. I have tension from the time I grab this and I'm coming down. Right. And then Jenna's going to come down, and whether she has a closer grip or a farther grip, it's completely up to her. She's going to do 20 like that. And then when she finishes, she's going to let it go, reverse her grip, and let's say do 20 like that. Again, guys, find a weight that you could do about 20 times to complete all this. You know, show them a bad way to do it, Jenna, jerking you down. If you're doing that shit, the weight's not, either it's not heavy enough or you're not using your tricep muscle. Just use the tricep muscle. You don't need to jerk your whole body. And then if we went over there and touched Jenna's stomach, her stomach is probably gonna be flexed and her core is gonna be engaged. That will take pressure off her back. Her knees are also going to be just slightly bent. Again, the same thing when you're doing biceps, you're just going to slightly bend to take some pressure off of your back. All right, so again, if you're narrower, you could leave these in, or you can fold them out, right? If you're a wide body like me. Yep. And then there's a seat belt on here if you're worried about going too fast. No, actually this is just for, you know, if you're gonna lift more or push more weight than what your body weighs, right? You wanna be strapped down so you don't lift up off of the seat and you have some kind of leverage, right? So we don't need to worry about that because I'm a little bit heavier and I'm not gonna do much right now. So again, kind of come down. And again, you might want to grab on this better. I feel more comfortable like this. And again, I can't do too much because of this other shoulder. But again, you're pushing down, right? Triceps pushing muscles, biceps pulling muscles, right? So we're going to push this down.
They might need the fire. They might need it. I think they'll be okay.
All right, so again, the seatbelt, because if we're doing a lot of weight, you know, watch what's gonna happen, right? If I'm pushing down, see how I'm gonna come up in the air? Imagine me trying to push this from right here, right? Nothing's even moving. So, do you wanna go that heavy? No, but there's gonna be that time where you do need to push something more than you weigh, throw the seatbelt on, you won't fly away. All right. So another thing that I'm sitting here thinking about as I'm watching Jenna is, you know, we didn't talk about it earlier, but kind of pausing and doing a pause rep when you have that contraction. So whether you're doing a bicep curl or you're doing something with your tricep, stopping towards the end of that motion, or when you're at peak contraction, holding that contraction, again, that goes a long way towards developing that muscle, fatiguing that muscle, and helping with that mind-muscle connection, right? So she's going in, and notice how it's just a little bit slower. And there's a lot of different things, you know, maybe we'll do another series down the road talking about, you know, negative movements and going, you know, fast on the negative and exploding, you know, on the contraction, and vice versa, where you're going, you know, really slow on the negative movement, which would be an example of, go ahead and go really slow on your negative. So if she explodes on her coming out and contracting, and then she'll take 2-3 times longer on this. There you go. So she's coming out strong, slow on the reverse. Coming out strong, slow on the reverse. And you can see the tricep muscle engaged. And some people might be sitting there thinking about, you know, forearms. I really don't bother with anything with forearms, just because I feel like they are a stabilizer. So it's almost impossible for your biceps and triceps to grow without that forearm growing and getting stronger, right? That's going to be your grip. You know, I use the analogy of a tree, right? The limbs can only get bigger if the trunk gets bigger. So, you know, that trunk's going to be the stabilizer for it. Again, I probably get a little too long-winded with all this, but it's what I enjoy doing. So hopefully, if I'm not answering something adequately enough, let us know, comment, and we'll answer some other questions. Again, guys, if you're a gym vet, remember, a lot of these videos are for the newbies. So I know what you're thinking, but you gotta reach out, right? Because how many people say they are worried going to the gym because somebody's judging them? You know we're not judging them. You know we want to help them, but we're trying to get our workout in, and we can't stop what we're doing to help everybody there. So they can just come online, watch this, and we get to have our headphones in, even though there's no music in our headphones, but we wear them so people don't bother us in the gym, right? See? Okay, so again, you might see something like this for a preacher curl. Whether you want to be seated and have an easy curl bar, this shape is for an easy curl. Or you might just use your dumbbells if you want to do one arm at a time, right? But you grab this. Again, always start with the bar. And you're going to come up and you're going to squeeze, right? Come up and squeeze. And we're probably going to cover some pronation and supination. I'll show you what that is when we get our dumbbells out. So, you just stand up, put it back down. Obviously, right guys, self-explanatory. It's just still another set of straight bars. It's going to have the weights written on the side of them. Again, you can do biceps, a lot of different activities. You just can't change the weight on them. It's predetermined. So, all right, okay guys, so we're doing bicep exercises. I just want to give you an idea of what the muscle group is going to do. So again, this is kind of a neutral position, I guess we should say. So now, if we go palms out, see that muscle head go long, right? So that's going to be pronating whenever we're going out. Supinating is when we are kind of grabbing our little pinky and turning in. So we'll come in, right? So when you're doing bicep work, it's good to grab this weight, and as you come in, and again, this is my bad arm, I ruptured this. So when you come in, I guess it's a bad example because it's already always so high up. So you're gonna come in, and then you're gonna see my pinky's gonna squeeze, and I'm gonna bring this in. So what's the difference if I don't do that? Well, that's the difference. You're gonna kind of come in, but if you want a nice piece, you're gonna start to come in and tweak this and curl it in, right? You'll see when Jenna demonstrates this, she's not gonna be swinging her body. She's going to be just contracting the muscle to bring it in. And we'll go ahead and do some demos. She's going to show you a lot of various, twists on this. So any variations that you feel comfortable with. So you could do alternating dumbbell curls. You see she got her knees bent slightly, again, taking pressure off of her back, right? Her core is probably engaged. She's contracting those muscles. And again, start off biceps, right? Find some weight that you could do about 20 times. And then you could do another variation of this to, again, hit the muscle a different way. So she's coming it up, twisting in, supinating, again, that wrist. You could do it like that, whether you're doing it with dumbbells or you're doing it with barbell, right? Dumbbells are gonna be our individual weights. A barbell, obviously the name is implied, it's a whole solid bar. And then you can also do seated. You want to sit right there? And I'm going to give you a quick example. So Jenna, when you typically do biceps, you work out up to about how heavy?
I do a weight that I can do 8 to 10 reps. So
Which
it's not real light.
For you is usually about what?
20 pounds.
Okay, about 20 pounds. So we're going to have her work out with less than 20 pounds. And again, it's not that there's a right or wrong. It's just different people are at different evolutions, or you could do someone else's workout. And again, once you step out of your routine and your comfort zone, it just hits you a little bit different. So let me get Jenna to kind of take a break, and we'll be back in just a second, and we'll do a few, we're going to do about 3 different sets back to back, and we'll see how she's feeling. All right, so here's an example of, again, how we're going to start off with lighter weight, higher reps, and then as we go up in weight, we are going to go down in reps. She, again, for example, for her, she's going to go 10 pounds, then 15 pounds, then 20 pounds, and then she's going to go the other way. She's going to do another set of 20 pounds, another set of 16, another set of 10. We'll show you here in a moment. Really no breaks in between other than the time it takes her to grab the next weight. Again, guys, you don't need to be in the gym a long time, especially as a newbie. This, all the reasons I hear, I don't know what to do, I don't have the time. Well, right now I'm showing you what to do, and I'm showing you how to do it in half the time it would typically take you. Stay off your phone, stay out the mirror, don't make conversation, come in, get to work, go home. All right, so go ahead. So if she, in this case, she's doing seated and she's doing 20, and you could even do them together, like both arms simultaneously. Go ahead. So just like this, yep. So let's say she does 20 that way. And then after she finishes her 20, she's gonna drop those, grab her 15s. And again, let's say she's able to do 16 or 12 of these. And then she's gonna drop those and she's gonna grab her 20s. And then after she finishes whatever she does here, she might be 4 reps, 6 reps, 8 reps. She'll put those down. Maybe she'll get a quick stretch in. I'm talking under 30 seconds, little break, shake it off, whatever. She'll grab her 20s again. And again, at this point, because maybe she's done other bicep work, maybe she's only able to get 4 reps. Maybe she can only get 2 reps. That's fine. She'll drop them. She'll grab her 15s. And maybe she's able to get 8 or 10 here. And when she's finished with the 15, she's gonna drop them. And she'll grab her 10s. So again, she started off, right? Lighter weight, higher reps. took it up to more weight, dropped her repetitions, and then she did the reverse. She had her weights right in front of her. I'm not telling you to hoard the weights in the gym, right? But in this particular instance, she's going to be doing these back to back. And then when she's finished, she does what, you know, the few simple gym etiquette rules. You re-rack your weights, you wipe down your equipment, and you move on to the next station. So again, there's a machine like this is pretty typical, whether it's purple or whatever color you're gonna see it in whatever gym you go to. But the premise is the same. It's just another form of a preacher curl, so to speak. Again, you'll adjust your seat, adjust the weights, and the premise is the same. If you want to start with a lighter weight, go higher reps, and then work your way down the stack.